Hello, friends. Welcome and thank you for your interest in Fermata Direct Primary Care. I am Dr. Jason Asistores, or as my patients call me, Dr. A. I would just like to start off by saying again how grateful I am for this opportunity to just offer you my services as your personal family doctor. But before I get to doing that, I just want to give some brief information on direct primary care and the type of practice that I'll be opening. So I think I could best describe or define direct primary care, or DPC, or membership medicine, which is also it's known by, in three ways. So first, it's a payment model. Second, it's a healthcare model, and third, it's literally a movement. And allow me to explain each of these one at a time. As a payment model, DPC is where doctors charge their patients, instead of insurance, an affordable, flat monthly membership fee in exchange for primary care services. So, just to reiterate, the practice charges patients, instead of insurance, a monthly fee so that patients can avail of the services that their doctor provides. Now, this in and of itself already cuts through a lot of red tape, if you can imagine. But more importantly, it removes the requirement for doctors to see thousands of patients in the community. And it ties in very closely to my second point, which is DPC as a healthcare model. And by that, I mean a model for how to deliver care as a doctor. DPC as healthcare model has three outstanding features that I think would be worthy to note. Number one is time. So by removing the requirement for a single doctor to see thousands of patients in their office, doctors can spend more meaningful time with their patients, an average of about 30 to 60 minutes per visit, and for new patients, as much as 90 minutes at a time. Now, you can just imagine how this can automatically facilitate a more meaningful relationship, care that is highly personalized and based on a real partnership between doctor and patient, and not just a doctor telling a patient what to do. Now, in terms of the second feature of this healthcare model, it's access. And by access, I mean patients have near unlimited and unrestricted direct access to their doctor 24/7 through phone, text, email, and even FaceTime after office hours. And you could just imagine, and actually, there's a lot of growing literature right now that shows how this type of access and this type of healthcare model has significantly cut back unnecessary trips to the emergency department or urgent care facilities. And the third feature of this healthcare model, I haven't really heard a lot from other doctors, but I really have heard a lot from patients, and that's continuity. So, as a lot of patients, or a lot of you have noticed right now, the rate of doctor turnover in local hospitals is at an all-time high. Actually, if I could just bracket the pandemic a little bit for just a moment, in 2018, Merritt Hawkins, which is one of the largest companies, recruitment companies in healthcare right now, conducted a survey amongst physicians and found that close to 30% of doctors each year leave their hospital employed positions. And even more mind boggling, close to 50%, close to half of patients, close to half of physicians are thinking of leaving their hospital employed positions within the next 3 years. In contrast, DPC docs tend to plant their roots in the communities that they serve. They tend to serve their patients and their families in the long run. They tend to develop more long lasting and what I call more sustainable relationships with their patients over time. And this is what I mean by continuity. This leads me to my third point of DPC as a movement. How many times have you heard that our healthcare system is broken? And a lot of healthcare professionals have been calling DPC as one of the most innovative solutions to a lot of the problems that our healthcare system faces right now, especially in primary care. Both doctors and patients have been pushing back against the system which is defined by what I call by assembly line culture in medicine, assembly line culture in medicine. And I'm sure I don't have to explain that much if you've already been exposed to our current healthcare system. What really is outstanding is that it's not just doctors or patients, but both patients and doctors have been saying how much more satisfied they are with this type of system. And I wish I could have thought about this really, but this movement has been going on for close to 20 years now, and I'm just following a path that's been set by a lot of great people before me already. And I think we're reaching a tipping point, which is why I'd like to invite you to join me and others in this movement, in this very exciting time in healthcare. I hope that was informative for you. And on that note, I just want to say that the website is going to be up really, really soon, and the office is still on track to open up sometime in the fall. So for updates, please follow Fermata Direct Primary Care on Facebook and or Instagram, or subscribe to the mailing list at fermatadpc.com. Feel free to comment below if you have any questions, or if you just want to say hi. I'd really appreciate that. Until next time, peace and love. God bless.